Super Earth. Our home. Liberty.
Hi there.
Hey there, and welcome to the channel. When you're watching this video, it's probably already October 26th and the Super Earth Liberty Day. So I thought I'd dive into the topic of liberation and how it works. The hidden mechanics to liberating a planet and everything I've been able to find out about it so far. If we start with what the game actually tells you, here over the galactic map, while no sector is selected, you can see the current amount of active Helldivers. This will prove important information later on. Then when we pick a planet, we'll see this information box showing the amount of active Helldivers on that planet, as well as how much of it is liberated in a percentage. Now when you go about and picking missions, there will be one or more missions that go together in what is called an operation. The trivial and easy missions need only one to finish an operation, while medium to hard need two, and then finally 3 missions that go together. The thing is, the game only awards you with liberation points when you finish all missions within an operation, and then you will see an additional screen showing the number of liberation points you were awarded for finishing that operation. If you only finish one mission in an operation of 2, you will not get any liberation points. Now this is pretty much all the information that is available to you within the game that has to do with a planet's current liberation and what you have contributed to liberating the planet you just dived on. But there's more. Would you like to know more? I thought so. So you've probably noticed that you are awarded different amounts of liberation points at Squad Impact for the same type of operation on different days or different times when you play the game. Some days a trivial mission can give you 5 points at completion, and other days only 1. The reason for that is another hidden mechanic that has to do with the first number we spoke about. Active players. This game will award you more points for an operation the lower the amount of current active Helldivers there is. The higher the number of active Helldivers is, each operation will award you less liberation points. I've never seen anyone be awarded half a liberation point after an operation, but let me know if that is possible. And you've probably noticed that no matter how many operations you successfully complete on a planet, sometimes the planet's liberation percentage is still going backwards, and sometimes the liberation points you just finished being awarded are immediately erased from the planet's progress bar. There are mechanics that are hidden from the players, and that is that while you do operations on a planet, the enemy is doing the same to counter your efforts. And the reason you get different number of liberation points is that sometimes the planet is simply harder to liberate by design. You're a Helldiver, so you're not supposed to know everything, right? But you're also a player, and naturally, your instinct is to play the game at the best of your ability, and that means you probably have a natural drive to want to do the best you can to help out every major order and progress the galactic war and the overarching part of the game. So how do you best contribute to liberation based on the information given to you? Naturally, you will think that doing harder operations, such as on Super Helldive, which can be really tough, and that gives you more liberation points for a completed operation, will be the better option for contributing the most amounts of liberation points. But is that really the case? When I've asked around, people also say you are awarded more liberation points in an operation if you finish more side objectives and visit more points of interests. I've not been able to verify any difference in the points awarded within the game to see that that is actually true, but it might be that you will get 1 or 2 more points for clearing the whole map of enemies and items than if you just do the main objectives and extract. Let me know if you've tested this yourselves and found out bigger numbers for a map clear, but in my research, I wasn't able to verify it. Now there's one more aspect to liberation that is also a hidden mechanic. It is that everything in the galactic war is on a timer, and liberation is usually counted at a collective rate every hour. Even if your liberation is tallied up instantly at the end of an operation, the hidden counter operations from the enemy is set at a fixed rate every hour. So within the length of an hour, it will remove a certain amount of points at an even pace. I hope I didn't lose you in the numbers here. In order for liberation percentage to go up, the Helldivers must first overcome the rate at which the liberation points are removed. Here, more hidden mechanics come into play. How do you know what it will take to overcome that rate of which the enemies are showing resistance? How many divers will it take to liberate a certain planet? And how do you know if it will be possible to win within the time set by a major order? Well, the short answer is that you don't with the information inside of the game. If you are diving during a major order and want to help out, the best option is usually to look and see where the majority of the players are diving, and then go there and help out until the planet is fully liberated. But if you would like to be a little more informed about what is going on behind the curtain of Helldivers, I advise you to start using an external app for additional information and tactics. I have no affiliation with them, but I really like the Helldiver Companion app. Here you can see the hidden information about the enemy resistance on every active planet. You can see calculation about how much liberation is needed to be awarded every hour in order to beat the enemy numbers. You can see how many active Helldivers are on the planet and deduce that at the current rate of liberation, we might need more Helldivers to join the fight in order to win. And you can see if a major order is currently impossible to win or a liberation too hard to currently take over. It's really very useful if you want to understand what is going on in the Galactic War. I wanted to talk about how you can be awarded the most amount of liberation points within an hour, but we're nearing the end of the video, and it still requires some further testing. Basically, if you look at the squad impact at the end of operations, you can calculate how long it took you to be awarded that amount of points, and then decide if it will be more rewarding to do a harder operation or several easier operations within the same time frame. Right now at the time you are watching, it's been 6 minutes, and I've finished a trivial or easy operation at the near fastest speed possible. 6 minutes is with the time it takes to open the Galactic War map and choose mission and gear, and then until you are back up on the ship at the Galactic War map again, so you can do the same thing all over again. If a super Helldive operation still take you more than an hour to finish at that amount of time, you could technically finish 9 trivial operations at 5 points each currently. That would amount to 45 liberation points. And coincidentally, that would be about the same amount as the super Helldive operation. The kicker though is that it was at almost no effort at all. Boring, sure, but since you can do it as a single Helldiver, and that super Helldive usually take a squad of 4 Helldivers to finish, it would be more effective if all those 4 Helldivers did the 9 trivial operations by themselves, at least by the looks of it. I'm going to give a warning here and say that the numbers that are shown to you within the game might actually have no meaning at all and be some sort of satirical reward for a mission done in the name of Super Earth's managed democracy and keep the Helldivers in line. Wait, you didn't hear that from me. New War Bond is coming 31st of October. Be sure to control your undemocratic thoughts by then. So, in conclusion, this is what I've found out about Liberation so far, and how I think Liberation actually works. This is a live service game though, so it might be that they will change things up in the near future, and nothing is really set in stone. If you want to keep up, the advice is again to use one of the external apps for extra information. Over and out.